You're listening to Eat, Drink, Explore Media's Market Fresh, live every Thursday evening right here on Crush 92.5 FM. Now, broadcasting live from the heart of downtown San Luis Obispo, here's your host, Randall White.
And a very good Thursday evening to you as we kick off another live edition of Market Fresh, heard each and every week from 5 until 6 o'clock right here on Crush 92.5 FM in downtown San Luis Obispo. It is the 16th day of May 2013. It is Tour of California Day here in San Luis and out in Avila Beach. A pleasant day here on the Central Coast. Some high clouds, though, moved in late in the morning and kind of gave it a gray overcast for most of the day. Those have moved out. Now we got blue skies behind us, which is great news. We'll have a complete check of the Market Fresh forecast coming up a little later in the show. I am your host, Randall White, sharing my passion for local and sustainable foods each and every week here on the show. And as a reminder, you can also watch a video simulcast of the show online, live on the Market Fresh page at eatdrinkexplore.com or by using our free smartphone or tablet apps. Just ahead here on in our Fresh News segment, we're headed out to Avila Beach, where Stage 5 of the AMGEN Tour of California is finishing up. Well, we'll find out what the crowds are like and who won the stage of the race. It's not exactly Market Fresh related, but it's a really big deal here for us locally, so we thought we would include it today. Also ahead on our show, we'll speak with the man behind a Santa Ynez Valley winery where thousands of butterflies will be released this weekend, part of that winery's effort to remain organic and sustainable. And it's mid-spring, time to get into the garden, so we welcome a professional to the show during our 5:30 half hour with tips on how to put in the perfect garden and how to include your kids in the process. Maybe inspire them a bit along the way. This segment is a part of our partnership with Edible Slow magazine, free at newsstands found throughout the county. Also find them online via the Edible Slow Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Edible Slow. And as always, we round out the show with a look at tonight's Higuera Street Market, including the entertainment lineup, which there is none tonight, but there's a good reason, and we'll explain why. And a vendor spotlight with our Market Fresh Cruise Director, Jen Young, tonight. Jen gives us the skinny on fava beans. She just told me a moment ago she's become a fava bean expert, and she's rather proud of herself. Our Thursday evening Market Fresh program comes to you from the heart of downtown San Luis Obispo, Slowtown, right above Higuera Street between Osos and Moro, so that we can watch and listen as the city's famous farmers market comes to life. Our goal here is a simple one: to get you in touch with the wild world of fresh food options here on California's Central Coast, with an emphasis on the offerings available at any one of your local farmers markets, not necessarily just this big Thursday night event. It's really more of an event. We invite you to join us on Sunday mornings as well from 8 to 10 here on the Crush 92.5 FM for our weekly Eat, Drink, Explore signature broadcast focused not just on food, but also beverages, travel, tourism. It's our goal every Sunday to give you the tools you need to enjoy California's treasures in a healthy, sustainable, and community-focused manner. Hey, thank you to our sponsor this hour, Eberly Winery in Paso Robles, open daily from 10 in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening with complimentary wine tasting and cave tours, voted by Wine Spectator as one of the best tours on the entire Central Coast. Eberly Winery, located on 46 East in Paso. Log on to eberlywinery.com, E-B-E-R-L-E winery.com. Taking a look at the Market Fresh forecast, well, we're looking at a 60-degree start for the market, 49 when the market comes to a close. I have mostly cloudy skies in the forecast, but those have cleared out. We still have some winds, though, about 16 miles per hour. Fog developing late. All right, the Farm Fresh Report, great guests, and another fun night at the downtown San Luis Obispo Farmers Market, all straight ahead. Keep it right here.
It's Market Fresh on Crush 92.5 FM.
Can we have your attention for a moment? Eat, Drink, Explore Media has an important date we want to share with you. Saturday, July 13th. We invite you to join us at a craft beer and food event like no other. At last count, generous samples from more than 70 breweries will be paired with local culinary treats for the 2013 Breast Fest along San Francisco's waterfront at Fort Mason. Going on its 14th year, the annual Breast Fest has grown dramatically, raising money for an incredibly important cause, providing free, complimentary treatments for women battling breast cancer. The Charlotte Maxwell Clinic offers services such as acupuncture, massage, organic foods, and transportation. The clinic's core mission to provide relief from the terrible side effects of cancer and its treatments. Eat, Drink, Explore Media is very proud to be among the main sponsors for this year's event. For more information, go to thebreastfest.org. Time now to tap into the Market Fresh grapevine for the latest news affecting the fresh food and beverages that you love so much. Another reason to buy your produce locally at a market and pesticide-free if you can. Shipments of limes coming up from Mexico have been held at the border after testing positive for a couple of banned chemicals in the U.S. Those same banned chemicals, however, are allowed for use with other forms of citrus, including oranges, grapefruit, and lemons here in the U.S. According to industry news source The Packer, those forms of citrus represent a much larger industry than just the limes, so chemical companies made a greater effort to get exemptions for them. Limes aren't on the exemption list, which is why the shipments from Mexico got held up after the testing. Speaking of Mexico, on your local store shelves to be awash with avocados from south of the border in the months to come, as 1 billion with a B pounds of the popular fruit are expected to be shipped into the U.S. Hass avocado season here in California is pretty much year-round, and other varieties are available as well. So talk to your local farmers and check those grown-in stickers in the produce department of your favorite stores if you want to keep it local. All right, time for our weekly look at the California crop report. Kiwi and pomegranates are blooming. Also, blooms appearing in grape vineyards as the vines continue to leaf out. Early variety cherries are on their way to markets near you. I purchased some, and I noticed they came down $1 per basket for the organic ones recently. They were $5 at the very, very start of the season. Last time I checked, they were $4. So we'll have to see what they're like at the market tonight. Strawberry harvest still peaking. Apricots and early variety peaches and nectarines are being harvested, so a big welcome to the stone fruit season. Pomegranate trees in full bloom, and the olive bloom is nearing completion. Vegetables, sugar snap peas, lettuce, onions, garlic, squash, radishes, and fava beans are being harvested by farmers markets. But sadly, asparagus season is winding down. And as I mentioned, we'll have more on fava beans coming up in just a moment. All right, Stage 5 of the AMGEN Tour of California has finished up in Avila Beach at this hour. Frank Radonia with Cuvée Bistro and Champagne Bar, situated right where today's cyclists have been making their way into the downtown, joins us to give us a little flavor of what Avila Beach had to experience today. Frank, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so, I used to live in Avila Beach many, many moons ago, and I can tell you that at least while I lived there, it was a sleepy little town. It's certainly come into its own in recent years, but has it ever seen anything like today?
No, absolutely not. It definitely came alive. There was several thousand people here today, and they swooned in and got just an amazing finish to the race. It was really fantastic, and kind of winded down a little bit now, but they're having a free concert out at the golf course, and we've got live music at Cuvée, and so there's a lot of people sticking around. It's actually pretty amazing. Avila came to life.
I love it. Did the skies clear there, too? Because it was kind of a gray overcast day for the most part.
Oh, no, it's beautiful here right now. It's blue skies, a little bit of wispy clouds, and just a great temperature. It was actually perfect. Not too hot, not too cool, just fantastic.
I don't know who had to sell their soul or what kind of deal you have with Mother Nature, but Avila Beach is almost always just perfect.
It is. It's got a great climate. It never really gets that socked-in fog, and it gets a little cool in the evening sometimes. But for the most part, it's just great. But we just had a great crowd here today. It was an amazing race.
Where was the finish line? Right there on Front Street?
It was right on Front Street near the La Fonda Hotel.
Yeah.
And they had Front Street all blocked off, and they've actually, you got to love the AMGEN crew. They have just been amazing at just building up and tearing down. It's just like clockwork. These guys really know what they're doing.
Well, they have to do it several, stage after stage.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah, they're heading up to San Jose now, and great, but there's still a lot going on in Avila right now. Like I said, we've got live music till 9 o'clock tonight at Cuvée Bistro and Champagne Bar.
Yeah, you're a new owner there, we should point out.
Absolutely, yes. We took over February 22nd. We had our grand opening in March, and we've just been building and doing a great job. Things are really great. This is just a great town.
I've only been to the old management there at Cuvée, so give us a sense of your vision for the bistro.
Well, we've got a great new menu. We really are a bistro and champagne bar. We've really lit up the menu quite a bit. We're putting some new things on next week. Things like penny pasta with a white tuna bolognese sauce, some quiches, and some other things that Chef Mari has made up.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a fantastic chef. We've got some great local white and red wines, as well as some sparkling and champagnes. And most of our selections are really small vintages, small runs, 1,500, 2,000 case runs, things you really can't get anywhere else. We've got a couple of local things as well, some Hearst Cuvée, red and whites, and some things of that nature. But we're really trying to be a destination a little bit different than the rest.
Right.
So you come into Avila and make we want to be a destination in Avila.
Well, it's nice to have some more options out there. For a while, there's like one or two places you could go, and then it kind of ran thin. But it's nice to hear that there's another dining option in Avila. I've been rallying for that for some time. So I understand that at the very end of the race, it was a tight finish between first and second place. What was the crowd like when, I hope I pronounced this correctly, Jans Voigt went across that finish line? Could you just hear the cheers reverberate throughout the town?
Oh, absolutely. It was wild. I mean, they were just anticipating, they had the big jumbotrons going on at the Lifestyle Festival and things, so they were pretty much monitoring them all the way, and then boom, once they got about within a mile of Avila, you could just hear the crowd roar up and really just get excited about it all. And they were banging all the things on the side of the road, just making a lot of noise. It was really great. We were right there at the finish, and it was fantastic.
It's one way in, one way out for Avila Beach. Has a jam already started for people now exiting the town?
You got to give kudos to the law enforcement and the people who organized it. They did a lot of hoopla about the fact they were concerned because of the one way in and one way out, but they really executed to a T. Right now, there is no traffic. It's fantastic. The weather's beautiful. They really did a great job. They coordinated it really well.
Well, I hope that a lot of the people who made Avila a destination solely because of the AMGEN tour will stick around for at least 24 hours so they can check out the farmers market tomorrow night and get a little flavor of what it's like for locals there.
Absolutely. The farmers market is a really great venue that we have every Friday, and there's just a lot going on. It's a great little town. You gotta come and make it happen.
I want to do it. Frank Radogna, did I say that correctly?
You did.
Good, with Cuvée Bistro and Champagne Bar. Check it out. It's same location, all new ownership, and an expanded menu from what you may have found there before. Frank, thanks for giving us a flavor of the event.
Thank you so much.
All right, stick around, everyone, because just after the break, we're headed south of here. San Ynez Valley, another fine wine-growing destination where thousands of butterflies will be released this weekend as one winery works to keep with sustainability and their organic flair. It should be a lot of fun. Then later in the show, we'll learn how to do some gardening and include the kids, inspire the kids when they're young so they want to do it when they're older. You're listening to Market Fresh on Crush 92.5. I'm your host, Randall White. We're back in just a moment.